Harrison Barnes, you're listening to 3 Point Conversion.
Decides to start a lot for the game. Ball pressure was obviously a lot. You guys in the first quarter. How much did that impact you, and then what did you like about how you guys got back in this game in that second half?
Yeah, but it was a turn, and I would say, to be honest with you, those turnovers in the first course were actually mostly unforced. I mean, we got guys wide open. Just give the point guard the ball. We had 2 of those that were not okay. We get stripped by a rebounder because we're not strong with the ball. It's not ball pressure. That's careless. Okay, we have a flip outlet pass. That's got nothing to do with the defense. That's careless. So those, to me, those aren't forced turnovers. Okay, those are teams are going to do that every night. And if you're going to turn the ball over in those situations, you're going to play from behind. We did a good job getting back in it, but the bigger thing out of the is just the fouling, just undisciplined basketball. I mean, just crazy. And I mean, they got to the bonus early in the third quarter, and they just started posting the ball, and we didn't do what we were supposed to do. And every time the ball went in there, we're fouling, hacking. It's really just, it's bad basketball is what it is. And I don't care if it's the second game of the year. You got to call it what it is. That's why I just told the guys, we played hard. I mean, they're good. Obviously, they played well. We were right there. You can't foul. You can't be minus 21 from the free throw line and beat a good team. You can't beat any team in this league. It's just not going to happen. Good. Okay.
So when you say bad basketball, you're talking mainly about loud turnovers and.
I'm talking about just the fouling. So last year in the NBA, the absolute best thing you could do, this is every year, is get fouled. That's 1.52 points per possession. A layup's 1.26. A corner three is 1.14. It's an astronomical difference, right? And so listen, you're going to go back. I mean, you guys won't have to do it. We fouled twice, I want to say, in the last 3.5 minutes when the game is like at 8. Gambling. It's just, we didn't play. We did a lot of good things. I'm just saying is to lose a game like that, it's not okay. Not in this league. And we have smart guys. That's just a lack of discipline or understanding what wins in this league. Getting to the free throw line, there's nothing more important than that. Nothing.
I want to ask about Terry Rozier and how he managed the offense, and yet I think he would like to shoot better than 7-24, but everything, it seemed like he was high energy and bringing on both ends of the floor.
Played 36 minutes. I mean, he's a terrific competitor. Obviously he and Gordon right now have a huge load, like we're playing through them so much. And they were both like terrific. I mean, again, we scored 112, and that's with, the first half turnovers just it hurt our offense. It crushed our defense, right? And then the second half, I felt like our defense was a little bit better, except for the fouling. So, but no, Terry played well, and he gave us a chance.
And his ankle, no issues there at the end of the game.
He played at the end, so I don't know. I mean, hopefully not.
Steve, you mentioned Terry. Just when you look at I guess you had a dunk there, put you guys down by about 2 points there in the fourth quarter. At that point, the game was close, and you guys were right there. What do you think happened when you guys couldn't find a way to pull it out at the end?
We got a couple open threes, right, that didn't go down. They got the big three off like the multiple offensive rebound possession. That was a big one where that started off a blown coverage, and then somebody leaking out, which we're not supposed to be doing, or we should have had the rebound on the first miss. So that was a big shot. And then McCollum hit the pull up. Ingram hit the pull up in the lane off the pick and roll. And those, to be honest, those were not poorly defended. And those guys are shot makers. So that stuff's going to happen.
You mentioned that possession where you couldn't close it out. When you talk about that being a big thing for you guys this year, find a way to close possessions out. They had you come twice in the paint and a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. How do you guys win the games? If you play those?
We won't. We won't, not against good teams. We won't. I mean, and they had, I mean, the discrepancy in second chance points wasn't bad, 16-14. That it is a little misleading because they had 5 on the one possession, right? I mean, we fought hard in there, but we still, that one is what we do. We have the habit, which we shouldn't have. You contest a shot and you just take off. It's a crusher. So that 3 missing came right back. Our guy should have been right there, waiting right there. The points in the paint thing is definitely an issue. You know, it's again, we're not going to win. You can't win. You know, look, we can be fun to watch. We can have a fun way to play, you know, and all that stuff. You're only going to go so far if the other team lives in the paint and they score on second chance points. No team's ever done it that played like that. It's not going to happen, you know, and we're capable too, by the way. It's not like we can't. Now, also, I believe in preseason, they were #1 in the NBA in points in the paint. I mean, they're a handful, you know, so it's not like they're an easy team either. But, you know, Zion had 3 drives in the first quarter in like semi-transition where we're nowhere to be found. I mean, that, you know, that's my fault. I mean, that's what I'm here for, right? But those are the things, the habits, the mentality, the mindset that's going to have to change. In the third quarter and the fourth quarter, when he drove the ball, we were much better, right? I mean, we were there, we were in front of him. It made it a lot harder on him. So it's not like we're not capable at all, but, you know, we can, those are things to me, like the not leaking out. We can all fix that tonight. That's not like practice. That's like agreeing that that's what you have to do to be a better rebounding team. You don't need a lot of reps on stuff like that. So again, that's my responsibility, how we play, what we're good at. It's not a question of, are we capable? Okay, we're more than capable.
Gordon Hayward seems to attack quite a bit, 19 shots, only 2 of them were 3-point attempts. That point of emphasis for him that you talked about, Gordon. I mean, well, I just think like you know, he's just so smart. He takes what's, you know, they were closing out hard to him. They're obviously long. I think he just takes what the defense gives him. You know, he's so good off the ball also. The one thing he does so well on all those dribble handoffs and pick and roll, he's on the attack. So he's in the paint. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense. And, you know, he had another really good game.
It's not the start you guys wanted tonight. Some of the early trainings, they seem a lot of work unforced. What kind of transpired early on, and how did you guys think they did this? At least give yourself a chance to kind of
Yeah, I think we were a little just careless with the ball. I mean, I think some of them was them playing good defense, but a lot of it just carelessness. I think maybe should have attacked a little bit more, maybe a little hesitant. But you know, we got back into it on the defensive end. We were able to then get out and run, get some easy layups, some easy shots. I think we cut it to what, 2? You know, and then just probably some silly fouls, couldn't keep them off the line. You know, I mean, they got good scores. They got really talented players. Some of it is hard to keep them off the line, but we had a lot of just silly fouls that, you know, a professional team with guys that have been in the league for a long time know how to take advantage of. And, you know, it kind of cut our run short.
the fouling issue, the free throw stuff, there's gonna be a lot of difference. Is it something that just is an early season thing? Is it what you kind of chalk up to some of the line that necessarily happens today?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I think some of it is they got some really talented scorers who know how to get to the line. I think, you know, Valanciunas is really tricky with the ball and how he moves it. And, you know, he's a big guy too. So once he gets down there, we got to do a better job of not letting him catch it down there. Like I said, easier said than done. I mean, he's a beast down there. But some of them were just silly. We're reaching, our hands are down, they're in their pockets, you know, and they're just coming straight through. And those are easy calls for the ref, you know. So, I mean, it's something to learn from for sure. They took advantage of it. 11 for 11, 13 for 14. I mean, those are a lot of points that, you know, if they don't have those, we're right there maybe with a lead. So we got to learn from it.
You mentioned the people discrepancy a little bit. How can you guys get, I guess, the people line a little bit more? Is that possible? Could you find ways to be able to make that number not so skewed?
Right. I mean, continue to attack the rim. I felt like I attacked the rim a lot tonight and only shot 2. So just got to continue to be aggressive. Some of it's just attacking the rim with force, and we got to continue to keep doing that.
You mentioned you guys got down by 2 or something, fourth quarter, you couldn't finish it out. What's that feel like, when you're so close after a comeback, you just can't get over the hump to get those guys really ones?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, especially when like I said, it was like silly possessions that we just gave away, silly fouls. You put them to the line, they're able to silence the crowd, you know, score the easiest way, most efficient way you can score. And it's draining. But like I said, man, something we can learn on for sure. Try to pick up some of the things that they did, some of the tricky things that they did to get themselves to the line and utilize it in our game.
This is another game, back-to-back games for you, scoring the ball pretty well. Seems like you're just in a nice rhythm out there. You're not settling for jump shots. How are you feeling so far as for a couple of games?
I feel like I'm moving pretty well out there. I think that's been a big focus for me during the off season, was trying to just make sure that I was moving correctly. And you know, if that continues to be the case, then I'll be good out there. I got to continue to attack, like I just said. I need to get to the line more. That usually opens up my whole game, but just continue to attack.
With Atlanta next, obviously they were the last team you guys played last season. We're going to talk in the locker room about, they're all important, but
Yeah,
we're needing something more.
I mean, we're kind of focused on ourselves. We got to play, you know, our best basketball and not worry about who we're playing. You know, they're a good team. It'll be tough to go in there and get a win. So we got to play our best. Got to eliminate some of the turnovers. Got to not just, they also have really good scorers who know how to get to the line. So got to keep them off the line. You know, if we do that, I think we'll be okay. But you learn from this one and get ready for Atlanta. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so we got the consensus for this one was maybe the early turnover and the foul issues. How are you guys able, or what was, I guess, the reason behind some of those issues? How are you, as mainly almost overcame it down the stretch there that you guys two there?
We talked about it. It was just, you know, silly plays. You know, you're scoring with the clock stopped. Yeah, that's unacceptable. You know, we digged ourselves in the hole from the beginning of the game and then early third quarter. So it's just things that we can control. It's just unacceptable. I'm great. I'm all right. Feel good.
Were you worried there? It looked like you stayed down for a while. Did you think you had done something?
Yeah, it's just to get my rest.
Yes. Terry, I mean, do you feel like you're possibly good this time, or you gotta get an MRI this year, a walking boot?
Yeah, no, it's just, you know, the boot just to help it feel better for Sunday. I think I'm fine. Appreciate you.